Okay, and we're back. Hey everyone, Wazoo here for part 7 of my playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Yeah, we've killed the chief soot scale of the kobolds, and he's somewhere in the old caves under Sycamore. And we've just escaped Old Sycamore. Yeah, that's it. We've just escaped the caves, but I want to go back in and just make sure I didn't miss anything. There still seems to be some relics that we're looking for that I'm thinking should be in the cave in order to access where Tartuccio is hiding out. So he's in kind of an area that we need a relic for, and I just want to make sure we didn't miss that somewhere in the cave system. So let us quickly return to the scene of the crime. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so let us return to the scene of the crime. Also, how are you doing, everyone? Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough. There's lots of loot left over. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where we killed him. Let's go down and around. Okay. So it seems to really hang on to loot that you haven't picked up yet, which is really awesome. Oh my gosh. So this is the item I've been after. So Chief Sitscale still had on the Might's Relic. The sacred branch of the Old Sycamore is white as snow and covered with drops of hardened amber resin. You can sense the magic in the relic. It opens the entrance to the underground Sycamore Hall. That's what I've been looking for like this entire time. Thank you, game. Although, like I will say again, that is really cool that the game hangs on to all of that stuff even if you leave the area for a long enough time. So I'm not used to that. I'm used to playing MMOs where, you know, after a short duration, like 20 seconds, so we're on the wrong level, so we got to go back to the level we were at in order to make sure that we can get to the Sycamore Hall that we're supposed to find. But anyways, yeah, like I'm so used to MMO games, other online games where you've got like 20 seconds to loot. So if you die just before the boss dies or whatever you're trying to kill, then you're in real danger. It's better nowadays, but in the past you're in real danger of not getting that loot because you died, and by the time you run back to your body, you miss out. I don't know how many other games do that, like World of Warcraft, but I imagine most of them do. Okay, so let's make our way back there. We've got that relic, the Might's Relic, and let's present it to that.
It is done.
It is done. We'll present it to that door, and we'll see if it opens. This should be it right here. Yes! Achievement unlocked. Okay. Let's head in here and face Tartuccio. There he is. The snake.
Oh, my impromptu rival. You are late, as always. A little advice: never join any races. Speed is just not for you.
What is with this disguise, Tartuccio?
Do you mean the performance I put on for the kobolds? Wasn't this an excellent idea? The poor folks did everything I wanted, even started a brawl with their beloved neighbor mites. I did not even need to make any effort to complete my mission. That is why I will always be a step ahead of you and the like.
And this is the person I nearly made the hero of my book? Ew.
Ew. I know you're a Pataxian spy.
But you don't know my mission, and won't ever know because I will never tell you, even for the pleasure of seeing your discouraged face.
What were you looking for here? Why did you need all this?
Don't take me for an idiot. I am not going to tell you anything. even despite the fact that I am going to kill you. By the way, did you know I am going to kill you?
Enough, we will fight to settle our dispute.
Can you make an epic pose? I need
Oh boy, here we go.
inspiration.
Let's see.
We can do it!
Serves you right.
Maybe let's get some
Tear them apart!
Octavian
Consider
on
me
Tartuccio.
provoked.
Yeah, let's go for
I'll
it.
cut you.
This is it. This is the big one. Oof.
Can we retreat now?
Come on, Regengar. Did we get him? I think we got him. Oh, we sure got him. Okay, man. This battle would have been brutal on a more difficult difficult level setting. Okay, deliver Tartuccio to Keston, dead or alive. Tell Keston of Tartuccio's fate. Okay. Now we get to loot everything. Okay, this time let's make sure we don't miss anything. More token of the Dryads. Okay, I'm fine with that. Maybe we'll get to clues as what his mission was. Garnet Ring, Scroll of Divine Favor, Heavy Shield. Let's see. Maybe I'll keep it for now, but let's see here. Oh, lots of okay, what's this? Restovic Inquisitor's Broken Crossbow. This item once belonged to an ancient Brevin. An expert in antiquities may find it interesting. Okay, good. Wanda Magic Missile, Ring. Let's take the money. Money. Another ring. Money, money. Money. I wish I had an add-on that, like, calculated how much gold I picked up in these mines. Because the kobolds had, like, a ton. But they were all, like, maybe 1 to 5 coins each. Okay, what's in here? Okay, so same. But at least now we can go. Okay, so same loot pile. Wrote this one here. Same loot pile. Is there any more info here? Oh, let's check this out here. A pedestal of some sort, formed by tangled tree roots. It seems that some long and narrow object rested here until recently. There's no sign of it now. Okay, that was probably the item that Tartuccio fed into that portal. Okay. And it looks like we haven't missed anything, so let's get going. And let's head back out. We're going to go right back to Oleg's. We're going to make a beeline. Oh, why don't we talk to the Queen? Our ally Brave, come back. When you go, we defeat Kobold. War over, not yet. You tell what happened, treacherous shaman. You find him? Tell the truth. Tartuc deceived everyone. It was he who stole the sycamore branch from the kobolds to make war with the mites. He attacked me and he was killed. Now I possess both sacred branches. Or we can lie. I haven't found Tartuc. He must have run away with the sycamore branch. No, I'll tell the truth. I know, Purple Hide Trader. Lawful neutral. Give one branch. Now these dungeons belong to the mites. I hope our alliance stands, my queen. Requires chaotic. Specific alignment required. Attack. Now that Tartuccio has been dealt with, it is time I deal with you. Lawful neutral. Give one branch. Okay, I'll return their branch to Queen Bada. That's great. These mites are worthy folk. I wouldn't risk eating their delicacies, though. You've performed a lawful neutral action. Thanks, loyal ally. You be guest mites always. Friends. Okay. Decide the fate of the relics. Okay. So we've returned. Is this to the outside? No. This is to the outside. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. Wait.
What
Oh.
a sorry spectacle. The treacherous servant of a treacherous king, who in his turn is mere servant to even greater powers. He impersonates a lesser creature and dies. A good joke is a powerful weapon. and a bad one can seal the Joker's fate. So be it. Rise, my unfortunate jester.
Oh, you're kidding
Your
me.
performance is not over yet.
Eso. Axi. Yas.
No. Not even a thank you. Well, that's Tartuccio for you. Okay, great. So he's resurrected. We don't know about any of this. Well, we do, but not our party. So we're going to report back that he was killed, and then we're going to be proven wrong because he's still alive, and then everyone's going to say, "What are you doing? You promised that you
No
killed him."
stopping now.
Okay. And we'll say, "No, I swear we killed him." And they'll say, "No, it doesn't look like it."
I've broken into. Please.
Oh, and then we fell down a hill. Okay. Area exit. Oh, I wonder if we can come back and grab all those like shields and armor that those skeleton elites dropped. I left them there, so they should still be there next time we come back. I'll have to remember to do that. Okay. Meanwhile, we're going to be strip mining all these kobolds of their 100 gold crossbows. Perfect. Okay. Oh yeah, we got to visit the... Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll head over to Nettles Crossing first, on the way back.
A rest is in order.
Yeah, I know we gotta rest. Okay, you know what? Let's rest. Do we have any rations? Let's use what we can. Okay. Okay, let's rest. Cool. Cool. Dope. Malaku suddenly woke inside the house. Dogs were howling. The drowned man's mouth opened slowly, and a hoarse whisper said, "Shrike River, Malaku." At this moment, Malaku finally awoke. Drenched in sweat, he told us what he'd seen in the dream. So pretty much the same dream. We're gonna get that every time we rest. Okay, I'm not gonna go here. Let's go up to Nettles Crossing. And let's see what we can find
A
here.
rest is in order.
Rest already? Have mercy. Okay, what's this? Signpost, 5 coins to cross the river. Okay. No, I don't see anything. No bridge. There's no one to give any of the coins to. Let's see what's in the house. Nothing. Like there's no icon. Tab. Oh. The small house burnt down a dozen years ago. Okay. How can you tell the age of that? That's pretty specific. Nope. What's this? Zombie? David Nettle. The corpse's face is bloated from being so long in the water. The stench from his toothless mouth is so foul that your eyes begin to water. The hand clenching a sinister-looking spear is covered with scabs. Suddenly you feel faint, as if a cold wet hand is placed heavy on top of your head. Wet hair sticks to skin, and trickles of icy cold water run down your face and shirt. A hoarse whisper rises inside your head. "There you are." Yes, I'm a terrible voice actor. Jaethal winces in disgust. "So it was you who sent me those nightmares." Gurgling, deep-chested laughter pierces your skull, clouding your vision and flooding your ears. All else becomes muffled, as if you're trapped underwater. You shake your head to cast off the apparition. Who are you? David Nettle. A storm of bright images flashes before your eyes. A long time ago, this person, then a living man, came here from Brevoy, constructed a rope bridge, built a house, and lived in it, collecting payment from those who crossed the river. How did you die? You see a vision of a lovely spring day. Sunbeams shine warm against your cheeks. 3 men approach the house by the bridge, one of them wearing an antlered helm. The Stag Lord. Angry faces, a quarrel, the glint of an unsheathed sword. Suddenly the Stag Lord's greedy eyes are twisted by surprise. The master of the house has unleashed his hounds. A burning smell stirs you awake to the sound of loud barking. Flames are crawling up the walls. The sound of breaking glass, the bitter cold night air. You are outside. Outside the house, and something is wrong. An arrow strikes deep in your shoulder. You hear the guffaw of 10 throats. You run, already in the middle of the bridge. The man in the antlered helm cuts one of the ropes. An ear-splitting scream fills the air. What do you want from me? You see a vision of a man wearing an antlered helm. You hear a muffled groan, and the helm drops to the ground with a loud thud. Your hands are covered with hot blood. Too much blood. Death to the Stag Lord. Don't you hate it when someone asks you to do something you were going to do anyway? It just makes me want to do nothing, just to spite them. Sounds like Lindsay. Why must I be the one who does it? You feel invisible fingers, cold as stone, draw aside a wet strand of hair from your forehead. Okay. Can't you kill the Stag Lord yourself? Yeah. You see the Stag Lord and his cutthroats trying to build a new bridge here, then running madly away from the rotting monster. The Stag Lord has avoided this place ever since. Very well. I shall meet your vengeance upon the Stag Lord. The drowned man who'd been sitting motionless nods his head. Come later. Take the spear. Start the machine, Quaid. Start the machine. Well, at least we won't be doing it for free. I would help him even if he wasn't going to pay. He has such a hard life. Well, hard undeath. That must be even harder. You're always helping scum like this for free, as if our own lives are easy. Kill the Stag Lord, then speak with Nettle. Find the cause of the nightmares and the... Wah. Whatever that wah is. Find out later. Okay, so let's go back and let's return to Oleg. Now that we've got all this gear we gotta sell. Look at Malaku, he's still orange health. Oh, we still got the torch. That would probably matter next time I'm in battle. Back to Oleg.
Arrest is in order.
Let's see, rest first. Well, it is the night. Let's camp.
Ragonga, why do you get so tense when I come close? Are you afraid I'll bite you?
I'm afraid you'll stick your nose in my business and try to teach me how to live. I can't kill you yet. Even though sometimes I really, really want to.
Uh-oh. Okay, at least we got a good meal. Okay. Let's make our way back. Let's not stop anywhere. Let's go right to Oleg. Yay! We're safe. We can ditch all of those crossbows. Okay, there was an important little world tidbit there, and I kind of ignored it in that loading screen.
March on.
Okay, first let's give Malaku his sword back. What does takeoff do? Does it drop it? Okay, good. Long sword. Where's that two-hander? Is this it? Maybe that was it. Okay. That's pretty good. Miner's lever. Okay, we still got all that. All these copper rings. Okay. So let's go talk to Oleg. Show me your wares. Okay. Time to sell. See, like, I mean, when it makes comments like an expert in antiquities, so it implies that maybe there's a chance I can return it somewhere and they can restore that. Okay, let's deal. And let's go through inventory. And agile light pick, dueling sword. Where's that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Masterwork great axe, 1 to 12, 2 to 12. Okay. 20 times 3 critical hit. Maybe I'll keep this. Okay, so we're wearing some half plate of armor class 8, and we've got some half plate plus 1. Let's equip that. So we've got some half plate here. Chain shirt. Still can't get anything better than that. Cloak of resistance plus 1. Plus 1 on all saving throws. Chain shirt plus 1, same thing. Oh, okay, we've got chainmail 6 and breastplate 6. Dang, okay. What about the warrior? Breastplate 6. Half plate, that's so unreal. But the warrior can't equip half plate. Okay, let's cloak resistance. Okay, so I've got 1. Wonder if Octavia can use it. Let's try that out. Okay, and then I saw some rings. Headband of Inspired Wisdom, plus 2. Enhancements of Wisdom. Okay, so she would be good with the intelligence. Maybe Wisdom. For the Bard. See if that impacts anything. Okay, let's see. Ring of Protection. Yeah, you know what? I think... Oh, Amulet of Mighty Fist. Okay, let's give that one to Amiri. That would be amazing. Okay. And then the ring, I'll give 1 to Octavia. And then 1 to Linzu. Okay, dog tag. I don't know what to do with that. Let's see, crossbow. We've got a heavy crossbow. We've got a light one here. Scythe is 2 to 8. Ah, she can't use the heavy flail. Okay. Drat. I'll have to find another weapon just for her then. And I'm using a greatsword, 2 to 12. Yeah. So far, that's the best. And no one got leveled up yet. Okay, let's Borkin. Oh, there's Harem. Okay, let's go talk to Harem. Harem pulls his beard, muttering something that could either be prayers or curses. Upon noticing you, he winces. Eh? What? Ah, it's you, Malaku. Did I startle you? I'm sorry. Oh no, that doesn't matter. I was just contemplating the futility of existence and the worthlessness of the universe. The ways of greatest are great. My humble mortal mind cannot fully grasp them, but I do what I can. Harem smiles apologetically. Tell me about your past. My life is divided into 2 parts. The first was filled with blind wandering, doubts, and attempts to serve Torag. The second part began when I accepted Greatest into my soul and received a clear vision of the world. What exactly would you like to know? Where are you from? My life story began in Larad, a city of dwarven clerics and acolytes. They serve Torag and the other dwarven gods, Torag's brothers Angrad and Megrim, Torag's wife Folgrit, his daughter Bolka, his sons Grundinar, Coles, and Trud, and also Torag's sister, Drangvit. Harem curses his lips in contempt. I wouldn't be surprised if they built a temple to Torag's pet dog. Sorry I let myself get carried away. Harem sighs and pulls his beard several times. Larad is the second largest dwarven city in the 5 Kings Mountains. It's built up around numerous temple caverns which serve as places of worship for all the dwarven gods. Many pilgrims from every corner of Galarian come to Larad to pray to their gods, Some remain to live there. This city is simply imbued with faith. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a cleric. It's no surprise, inspired by the aura of the city, that I decided as a young boy to dedicate all my efforts to becoming a cleric of Torag. You once tried to serve Torag? Not just tried, it was a burning passion. I craved it by day and dreamt of it at night. Harem shakes his head as if amazed by his own stupidity. You see, Malaku, from my first days, I felt the presence of a god at my back. I heard his whispers and felt his power. Though the nature of this power was unclear to me, I thought Torag himself was trying to speak to me, and I did all I could to understand his words. Oh, what a naive fool I was. I had no idea that Torag, that uncompromising, conceited god, glamorized by all dwarves, was capable of betrayal. He turned away from me, Malaku. He left me in the hour when I put all my hopes in him and desperately needed his support. Torag is the god of craftsmanship, so like every follower, especially the clerics, must smith their own suit of armor. The day when this work is finished is like the second birthday for a dwarf. He's newly born in the eyes of Torag. Harem sighs heavily and falls silent for a time. My second birthday never came. I couldn't make armor, not even a sword, not even a simple nail. My hammer smashed my fingers and fell on my feet. Molten iron burned my hands. The clerics laughed as they healed me. They used to say I was cursed by Torag, so finally I gave up any attempt to please the betrayer god. Even if Torag really has rejected you, is that enough reason to leave your homeland? You don't know much about dwarves. Harem lets out a sad sigh. How can a dwarf cursed by Torag go on living in a city where every single soul bows to Torag? I was alone. Disgraced, humiliated, insulted. A lone tear glints in the light before sliding down Harem's cheek and hiding in his beard. I was trying to drown my sorrows in drink, but even the owner of the cheapest pub on the road would laugh at me while he put those mugs in front of me. I couldn't take it any longer. I wanted everything to end. But there was one thing that kept me going and prevented me from ending my life. I could still hear that divine whisper behind my back. It was yet faint. It took a long time before I could hear it clearly. But having heard it once, I could never forget it. It was clear that none of Lared's deities favored me, so I left the Five Kings Mountains and went out searching. I didn't think dwarves ever worshipped Greatus. How did you learn about him? Oh, but that blessed day became the beginning of a new life. Alone and abandoned by all, I spent many dull hours in a filthy tavern by the roadside. I don't recall the town nor even the country. I had no money. In fact, all I had was a hunk of stale bread. I was weary and almost fainting from hunger. And that was the moment when the whisper from my god became more clear. It was like he was calling me. At last my sufferings had come to an end. It was a miracle, Malaku, and I had paid full price for it with my torments. I couldn't control myself. I walked out of the tavern and straight into the nearest forest, and there I found the ruined temple of Erodin, the lost god. Several figures clad in robes were holding a silent service there, a service to a god I knew nothing of. None minded when I stood beside them. For the first time in my life, I felt myself at home. My new brothers told me they were clerics of Greatus, the god of end times. They were traveling around Golorian spreading the teachings of Greatus, despite all the persecution, contempt, and misjudgment they received from others. I gladly shared this burden with them, for now I knew whose voice had whispered to me all those years. Wait, so you couldn't even make a simple nail and you blamed Torag? Are you suggesting that my problem was not a curse, just my own ability to work with metal? Or maybe you're saying that I was just too lazy? Harem looks into your eyes defiantly, his hands trembling with suppressed rage as he runs his fingers over his beard. You're a fool if you think so, an ignorant fool. Have you ever met a dwarf who can't handle a smith's hammer? Even our children craft knives. No. Torag is the cause of my sufferings. The betrayer god deliberately cursed me just to make a laughingstock of me. Harem raises his hand and shakes his fist at someone above. But I won't let myself get angry at you, Malaku. You're an ignorant and blind soul, and my aim is to guide you through this dying world that marches towards its end. I will open your eyes or die trying. Greatest would be pleased by either outcome. Let's talk about something else. From what I heard, Grutus doesn't spare the minds of his clerics. They all go insane eventually. Is that true? Ha! Who told you that? I'd like to look that slanderer in the eye. Harem bursts into laughter, but you can't understand what's so funny. You see, Malaku, sanity is quite a relative concept, Harem says as his laughter recedes. Each of us is certain that he's the sanest creature in the world. Meanwhile, we periodically doubt the sanity of others. So what happens if 2 or 3 people claim that someone else is insane? Does that make it true? Perhaps the accusers has lost their minds themselves. The longer a cleric listens to the whispers of Greatus, the better he comprehends the essence of his designs, and the deeper his understanding becomes. When enlightenment comes, the mind of a cleric ascends to a new level of understanding, which is inaccessible to simpler souls. Is it insanity? This is for you to decide, Malaku. My decision was made long ago. When I reach enlightenment, I'll accept it with joy and delight. Lawful good. Honestly, that's just too much. You're a funny dwarf and you have your peculiarities, but to go insane voluntarily, you should give it up before it's too late. Chaotic neutral. Ha! Well, when you learn Grutus's divine plans, remember to tell me about them. I could use a good laugh. Well, that's mean. Lawful evil. Your eagerness is commendable. Well, let's go for lawful good. Harem sighs and shakes his head. Can't you understand? That's precisely what I want, for it to be too late. Okay. Thanks for the conversation. We'll talk later. Or, have you ever regretted your decision to abandon Torag and start worshipping Grutus instead? I don't think he has. Your question might seem offensive, Malaku, but I'm not offended. I realize you ask it because you wish to learn more about Grutus. Harem squeezes his beard in his fist, but in a moment he lets it free again. Torag betrayed me, Malaku. All he's ever done was look down with contempt on my futile efforts to please him. I crafted armor plates, but they fell apart with a single strike of a fist. I smithed swords, but they broke at the hilt. Torag's priests used to say that such failures were the curse of their uncompromising deity. Harem's fingers grab his beard with such force that it seems he'll tear a handful of hair out of it. It was Greatus who opened my eyes. He showed me that failure is a manifestation of his will. The end time is near, Malaku, and every failure is just another test step towards it. Torag's curse is only half the reason for my failure. The other half is the blessing of Greatus, which I have borne from early childhood. Harem smiles warmly at his thoughts. So the short answer to your question is no. I've never regretted opening my soul to Greatus. Yeah, I figured. Okay, Thanks for the conversation. We'll talk later. Harem nods with dignity. I'll be happy to continue our conversation later. Okay, so where is the captain? Wasn't captain supposed to be here? Oh, there's Keston. Okay. Before you stands a heavy-set man with grim, determined features. His weathered face is crossed by several scars, yet they do little to mar his appearance. His gaze is heavy, but he avoids eye contact, as if afraid of unwittingly sharing whatever burden weighs so heavily upon him. Keston, I failed to capture Tartuccio alive. He attacked me and was killed.
Well, this is not the best outcome, but I think it will be good enough for Jamandi. Take this as a reward for your help. I'll send word to Reskov and let them consider how they might return the favor.
1,000 gold coins and 480 experience. Oh, now I'm in trouble, because he's going to be alive, and someone is going to spot him, and word will get back to Reskov. And then Jamandi will come demanding.
Once again, I thank you for your help. I'll remain here until my men recover from their wounds. Meanwhile, we'll help guard the trading post and fight off any bandits should they return. Good luck in all your plans and endeavors.
Care to tell me why you were exiled? You've asked me a favor. I'd say you owe me an explanation.
Fair enough. For a Gares, the prosperity of the house and the honor of the name stands above all else, and I was betrothed to a widow from another noble house. This union was of great importance to the family. However, 3 months before the wedding, I met a commoner girl, gentle and pure, and we fell in love. I would have rather died than leave my Tanya, so I decided to break off the engagement with my noble bride. I could never have expected what would follow.
Uh-oh.
My father was furious. I'd set a pointless love affair above the interests of the house. He expelled me from the family and ordered to leave our lands under threat of death. And Tanya, her mother was seriously ill, and she stayed behind to care for her rather than follow me into exile. Thus, I was on my own, disgraced, without a name, and without love.
Oh boy.
Don't imagine that I ask for pity. Everyone gets what they deserve.
Chaotic good. I'd say you deserved a better fate, Keston. True love should not be punished. Lawful neutral. I hope you regret the things you've done. Duty should stand above emotion. Neutral. Leave the past in the past and think of it no more. Chaotic neutral. Well, was the girl at least worth it? I see. Let's discuss something other than your past. Lawful neutral. Duty should stand above emotion. Boy, I don't know. It's pretty... Although I could see where he's coming from because of lawful neutral. Let's try chaotic good.
What's done is done.
What's done is done. Okay. I'll see you later. Farewell. Noriel 8 Eyes. Oh. Okay, Tartuccio's scoundrel turned out to be... Oh, okay. Quest completed. Hey, it's you again. What can I do for you? I need loyal and experienced fighters. I'd like to use the tutor services of the Pathfinder Society. Boy, yeah. Certainly. As promised, the first 3 times you request retraining, the Pathfinder Society tutors will do their work for free. Shall we summon them? Let me think about it. I have to go. Let's see, anything new from Svetlana? Good day to you. Do you need anything? I'd be happy to help. Tell me about yourself. How did your husband find the courage to establish a trading post in the stolen lands? It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. In Restov, everyone respects the sword lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug, or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not with the Stag Lord's men. What can you tell me about the Stag Lord? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the stolen lands into his personal kingdom. A kingdom of fear and oppression. Here we go. Lawful good. It would be a kingdom of lawlessness. Once I've dealt with the Stag Lord, your life will improve. Chaotic good. I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. Lawful evil. Fear always follows power. It would be naive to think the Stag Lord is so much different from any other ruler. Chaotic evil. In life, you either inspire fear or cower from it. I prefer to be the one who's feared. I'll deal with the Stag Lord, have no doubt. Okay, let's try the lawful good. It would be a kingdom of lawlessness. Once I've dealt with the Stag Lord, your life will improve. I can't thank you enough for the hope you've given me, but please be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. I have to go. Farewell. Okay, Lindsay's here. Is there anything out of Lindsay that we can get? No. Okay, let's go up to our... Who's this? Octavia and Regengar. Okay, let's dump some... Eventually I'll have to figure out how to cook. Okay. Let's, can we sleep? Yeah, let's sleep. Let's get a good night's sleep. Or a good day's sleep, I guess. And we shall end this episode right here. That was a pretty cool piece of the adventure. We put a lot of pieces of the puzzle into place. We figured out where Tartuccio was, and we opened up another mystery that he dropped something into a portal, and he even got resurrected after we killed him, which is kind of annoying, but hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us in terms of the story where like half the town of Restov is after us because they figured that we lied and we took their money as payment. So we're up to 7 grand. Maybe we should buy some gear, but I'll take a quick peek at Oleg and see what he's got. Okay, so let's deal this. And then let's quickly equip. Let's see, Linzu. Okay, so heavy crossbow, let's give that to... Very cool. And then we've got a light crossbow left over. I wonder how many weapon sets... Okay, anyway, we'll figure all that out. But it'd be cool to have, like... Okay, so let's resave. Okay, so that's it for this episode. If you like what you see, leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear what you're thinking of this series so far. Is it getting annoying because it's dragging on, or is it something you're really getting into? Is it too easy? Like, did I pick the wrong difficulty level? And you want to see more challenging fights? Man, I can't imagine that Tartuccio fight with, like, nightmare difficulty. Like, whatever that insane level was. That would be just a killer. Anyways, hope you're having a good day or evening wherever you are, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks, everyone.